La, 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 la. Hey, this is a song for my haters. Yeah, you got me feeling like the greatest.
Rowe dropping the pass in trouble. He gets the pass away over the middle, and it's picked off at the 20-yard line. Dansby makes the interception.
McBride on a strong drive to the rim.
I'm in Atlanta.
Welcome back. You're now tuned in to another episode of Press Coverage Podcast. Of course, you know I'm your host, Dansby, and today I got one of the young bulls from the city doing it big on the college basketball scene. Former Butler Bulldog by the way of North Texas and also by the way of your beloved Georgia Bulldogs is no other than Drez McBride. What's up, bro?
What's good with you? How you doing?
Hey, man. Appreciate you coming in, man. Something we want to kind of come in here and do, tell your story. I definitely appreciate you coming down.
No problem. Appreciate you having me.
So diving right into your story, bro. We're in the South, man, and we know that here in the South, man, that is dominated by football. But here in Augusta, the sport of basketball reigns supreme. So where did you just find your love for the game?
Once I always played football growing up. Funny thing, once I moved back, I moved down here to the city. I met my childhood friend named Keith. He's still my friend to this day.
Yeah.
And, we'll just always be outside playing basketball,
Gotcha.
with his big brothers and cousins. And, I just fell in love with the game from there.
Got you, bro. I feel like many of us do that. We catch our love for the game, man, just going outside, putting dribbling the ball, being at the court. And now we went from the court and now being more playing inside. But like you said, just finding that love for the game early, man. Group of friends, just playing with guys that's older.
Yeah.
Just kind of finding our way, man. So, in present day, now we have a lot of AAU, a lot of travel basketball. I know it's something that I participated in coming up. I know it's something that you participated in, man, playing with the Georgia Stars and many other teams, man. So what would you like the AAU process like for you?
It was a fun experience, eye-opening experience. It was the first time where I realized that I can play on the same level as those guys with the big names and, the guys with the Nike deals, Adidas deals, and, the shoe team. So, it was an eye-opening experience.
Got you, bro. So, and like you said, those guys with all those, accolades and all the apparel, sometimes from, being here from Augusta, we look at it and be like, man, it could be an intimidation factor. But, once we step on the court, that true Augusta comes out of us, and then they levels the playing field. Like, oh, these guys are not as good as they look.
Yeah,
they look good, but it's just a look. You got to step. You got to be able to establish on the court as well, man. So, you come up, you're playing AAU basketball, man. You're playing a little middle school basketball. You decide to go to Butler, man. Play up under Coach Body, man. And you come behind guys like legendary old school guys like your Dino Yarber, your Sammy Lillis, who went on to play for Georgia Tech in football, went on to play in the NFL as well, man. And present day guys that you may know like a Marcus Curry and a Chris Washington, guys kind of in my era. So, what was just like that high school experience for you playing at Butler?
Coming to ninth grade, we had guys like Don Coleman. He was the man there.
Gotcha.
Coming in and dropping 30 every night. So,
watching
him go
definitely.
crazy. Guys like Tykeith McClatty, he was a guard. Jalen Archie, Ben Rose. And, those guys were some of the guys that I competed with every day at a young age. And, I seen them, how they grind, and the work they put in.
Right.
It was a big factor for me throughout the years of high school.
Right. And it seemed like, man, just seeing you where you at now, all of that definitely played a huge factor in you becoming the player you are now today, man. And Coach Body, his system, and just being hard on you guys. Like I said, I know Coach Body a little bit, man. He's a neighbor of my parents, and I kind of, been around him just somewhat, not a whole lot, but just somewhat. I kind of know that, he's kind of like a no-nonsense type guy.
Yeah.
He's a guy that's going to drill you, and the guy that's just going to, just be up under you, man. But like you said, something that will help you down the road, and it did, man, because when you get there, you guys go 14-10 in the first year, 18-10 in the second year, 12-2 region record. You guys win the region, and you average 20 points in your senior year as well, man. So, just playing at Butler, what was it like, man? All that success you was able to get accomplish.
It made me realize the work gonna show for sure. Body, he was the guy who just show you tough love. You might think he hates you, but deep down inside, he probably love you the most on the team.
Just want to see the best for you.
He just wanted you to see the best. So
Sure.
he was getting he'll make you mentally tough. You didn't know about it. He was already down you, trying to like get you going, fuel that fire. But deep inside, he really believed in you. But he was already preparing you for like how college and things gonna be. So once I got to college, I was pretty much prepared for anything, mentally, physically. I was just ready.
Right. Because like I said, Coach Body you had already been through the fire with Coach Body, so he had already prepared you for how college basketball was gonna be, man.
Definitely.
So and it seemed like, man, his his hard critique of you, it definitely paid off, man. Because when you look at your running down some accomplishments, you're the team MVP, 676 points, 211 rebounds, career high scoring, 37 points, all-state honors, and you see his already All-Star Game MVP, man. So there's something that Coach Body done right, something that you obviously done right, was able to accomplish all that, man. And just naturally, man, just like any other great player or any other great athlete, you got aspirations going on and playing in college, man. So what was the recruiting process like for you?
Recruiting process, coming out of Augusta, it was kind of hard to get recruited at the D1 level at that time. So, I had this visit to Central Florida.
Gotcha.
It was a JUCO in Osceola, Florida.
Okay, yeah, I heard that.
It was like my first visit ever. So, I went out there with me and my granddad. It was a pretty good time. I hooped with the guys, and, I felt like everything went well.
Yeah.
Time went on. They told me that they loved me, and, I was going to be able to go in there. So, I think it was like May 15th. I got the dates and the text message on my phone. I was supposed to sign like that 18th with my brother Keith.
Yeah.
And, they text me. They was like, don't let this discourage you. Let this, fuel you for the rest of your future. They was like that I wouldn't be able to sign there. And, they're bringing in a D1 transfer. So, that knocked me back down to, point A. Like, where I didn't have nothing again. So, I'm getting ready thinking I'm finna go there.
Yeah,
I got a signing day and all that. And, they sent me that text message. And, I still got to my phone to this day.
Yeah.
So, it was a tough experience for sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is, man. A guy that's, like you said, like we talked earlier, man, previously you say, a guy not, with a whole lot of, immensely talented, but not a whole lot of offers. And now you get an opportunity, and now they're trying to take it away, man. So I know that had to be disappointing. But obviously you didn't let that discourage you when you kept on biting the bit, kept on grinding, man. And you choose the JUCO route again, man. You go out to McCook College, that's located out in Nebraska. You average nearly 14 points a game, but then you leave there, and after 1 year, and you go to USC Satahatchee, man. That's out in South Carolina. Average 14 points a game again. So I know JUCO is a grind, man. And like you said, the facilities aren't the same. It's just different from playing in JUCO than on a big level. So what was those JUCO experiences like for you?
The same experience was some things you'll never forget. You had times that you'll never forget. You met people that you'll never forget. And
right.
My first year, we was blessed to actually have good facilities, and it was a pretty nice gym, pretty nice weight room. But Nebraska, middle of nowhere.
Yeah, this Nebraska is different.
Everybody is in one dorm room. But it was co-ed, so it was pretty adventurous, and it was pretty smooth. But like I said, I met guys that I'll have a relationship with forever. They took me under their wing as a freshman that didn't know much from Georgia. Yeah, and there was already some guys that been around the block, so they just kept me. They kept me motivated and kept giving me seeds and things to remember.
Gotcha.
Kept me focused and the bigger outcome. So my first year at McCook, it was a blessing for sure.
For sure, man. So that was your first year out of Nebraska, man. So what was just like your time out in South Carolina, kind of now being close to home, man? Get on probably a little better. I'm not saying better players, but a team is having a little bit more success. So what was it like for you been out at USC Satahatchee?
USC Satahatchee, man, it was fun. We won a lot of games. And what was crazy, we didn't have like the best gym. We probably had the worst gym in the region.
Gotcha.
But we had guys that were dogs, and guys that was hungry.
Yeah.
My roommate Vince Cole, he really pushed me a lot.
Gotcha.
The better my game, to seeing him work every day. And he was a guy that had everything, and lost a dog but got it right back again. So looking at guys like that, it just keeps you motivated and keep you going.
That's what's up, bro.
Yeah, and the rest of the guys, we all had that one goal.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted to prove everybody wrong. Everybody felt like they was the underdog at that team. So, man, every time we came out, we just we competed hard. We went hard, and we was able to have the best record there, win the region championship, and be able to go to Hutch before COVID ended it off. So it was a pretty good experience there too.
Yo, that's what's up, man. Like I said, shout out to all you guys that was at USC Satahatchee that had that mindset, because you got to have that dog mindset coming out of JUCO, because it's just like, I'm not saying they're counting you out, but at the same time, man, you trying to like make amends, and now you got to come back and try to get into a bigger school, man.
Definitely, and you got guys like our living room. We had 4 bedrooms with 15 players.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You had a person living in the living room, 2 people staying in the big room, and 1 person that stayed in the small room with 1 bathroom. Yeah. And, it's just 4 apartments, so everybody was just on their grind for sure.
Definitely on your grind, because that's definitely hard to live, bro.
It's hard to live.
I really couldn't even imagine that. And out in Boone, man, out in college where I was at, we had pretty good living conditions, but that's tough.
Yeah,
that might be one of the toughest JUCO stories I done heard thus far, man.
Yeah, definitely.
But nevertheless, man, you know, with the bad gym, man, with the not so good living conditions, man, you were able to still dominate in college, man. You helped USC Saturday had to get to a 27-4 record, man. And at some point, man, you choose to go play for Coach Grant Mick Cashlin out in North Texas, man. So, and you guys have a ton of success out there, man. You go, you know, get in the NIT tournament, and we get a few wins there. And you also get the school's first NCAA tournament win, man. So, what was it like being out in North Texas, man? And what was it like just, you know, playing for Coach Greg McAxley?
My first year, you know, it was pretty good experience. I was like the first new guy in the starting lineup. It was like 4 returners, so you know, I was like a sponge for them. You know, just kind of, you know, figure everything out and, you know, how to do things right. They was hard on me, I'm not gonna lie.
Sure.
Coach Matt, Coach Haas, they probably rode me every day. Like, you got to get this right, you know, because, you know, it was 4 returners, so I was the one who was going to be messing up everything. So, you know, they really rode me, but, you know,
you were the point guard, right?
I was like the combo guard.
Combo guard, yeah.
So by the time the end of the season, you know, we lost like 3 straight going into the conference tournament. But we had guys on that team that, you know, faith and belief is unimaginable.
Right.
And, you know, it was really good guys. So we got to the conference tournament, won 4 games in 4 days, ended up, you know, being able to go to March Madness.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. You know, that's a great experience.
First experience was pretty good.
Yeah. Like you said, man, you guys get a chance to play in March Madness. You go up against number 4 ranked Purdue. You guys are ranked number 13. You know, them coming out of the Big Ten to be in the bigger school. I know that they were heavily favored in that game. So what was it like to build up to that game?
Building up, coming in, like right off the bat, Coach Mack, he was like, we can beat those guys. We're better than those guys, and we're going to beat those guys. Yeah. So, you know, he already instilled, you know, that confidence in us. And, you know, we was ready. We felt like we had a lot to prove. Like I said, we had underdogs on that team also. Like, it was a lot of guys like me that's transfers from JUCOs or transfers from other schools that felt like, you know, they didn't get the chance to put their name on the map. So, you know, we just felt like we was gonna win the whole time. Got you, man.
And like you said, it definitely something that reared his head because you guys were able to get the win. Knock off Purdue, man. Get into the second round, man, and you know, do great things. And like you said, you took that North Texas that program to a new level because once you get into the NCAA tournament, you start winning. That's also a recruiting thing, you know. So we're making a tournament now. So you guys come on out here, man. And it seemed like, you know, they have some good success here in recent years as well, man. So, you know, you start all 60 games there from 2020 to 2022, man. You know, you score 575 points, 159 rebounds, 127 3-pointers made, man. That's astonishing. You know, 30 double-digit games, man. So just an astonishing career out in North Texas, man. Somebody coming from JUCO and now stepped to the Conference USA, showing that he can definitely play on that level, man. So with that, all that's being, you know, accomplished and everything he was able to do at North Texas, you say, hey, I want to take my game to the next level and do it on the biggest stage. So you decided to transfer to Georgia. So, you know, what were some variables that help you, that kind of mold you to want to go to Georgia? And what was the Georgia experience like for you?
You know, my family. I wanted to see my mom at the games. My grandma don't like planes, so she was never going to come to Texas. So I wanted her at the games, and, you know, my granddad. And pretty much my aunties and my big 8, I call them my big 8. You know, my little brother, my little cousins, my 2 aunties, my grandma, my mom, and my granddad. So, you know, I just, those guys mean the world to me. You know, they kept me motivated throughout this whole process, you know, the ups and the downs. So for them to be able to be out there and watch me play on that level and see like the you know, really see
just
how
embrace that,
embrace the college atmosphere and stuff like that, it meant a lot to me. Yeah,
and that's what's up, man. Because like I said, during that time at Georgia, you doing, you know, you're on campus during the time where they win a championship. The next year they come back and win another championship in football. But just being around the people, I know it just had to be vibrant and the energy had to be up amongst the student body and also just the fans. So shout out to you and your family just being able to just embrace that. Just, you know, just being a part of that, man. It's like a family, you know what I mean? Once you go to college somewhere, man, you're playing with people and you know that you'll be friends with forever.
Yeah, definitely. Georgia definitely is a college town, you know.
Oh yeah, definitely. Athens is definitely a college town.
You'll never forget, for sure.
For sure. I know, man. Like I said, you know, I didn't play at a big school like Georgia, but, you know, playing out in Greenville, Tennessee, playing out in Boone, North Carolina. And they're like home away from home for me, man. They're college towns, and there's nothing there but the college. The college is what keeps it rocking. Athens is a little bit bigger than where I was at, you know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, still kind of like that same town, man. So, but you start 20 or 31 games at Georgia, man. Huge success there, man. Shooting a high clip from 3-point range there, and everything. We just ran down everything you was able to accomplish in North Texas as well, man. So what's next for Drez McBride?
You know, after the season, I decided, you know, go pro.
For sure.
You know, I'm trying to be on a professional level, whether that's
Gotcha.
NBA, G League, or overseas. You know, anything to be able to feed my family and provide. So
For sure.
that's just what I'm on right now. I've been training in Atlanta with my guy Rob and Rick for like the last 6 weeks, and you know, they just been really working on my game and getting me better. You know,
Right.
for that time when that time comes to be able to showcase my talents.
I got you, bro. I got you. And like I said, shout out to that, man. Having aspirations of going on to the next level. You've proved you can do it at JUCO level. You go mid-major. You go all the way D1.
Yeah.
You've had success at all levels. So I don't see why you wouldn't have that same success at the pro level, no matter where it may be, NBA, G League, whatever, overseas. And like I said, now you're playing for money. So, you know, like you said, once you step out of college, there's a money aspect. You know, you want to take care of mom and dad and those who supported you all over just all over those years. So many people have made sacrifices for us to be in the positions that we at.
Definitely.
And at some point, we want to repay them, man. So, you know, definitely praying for you, bro, to get the opportunity that you want, man. But before we get out of here, Drez, man, I just want to just get some knowledge out to the youth, man. What would just be some words of encouragement for them, man, for somebody that want to do the same thing that Drez McBride has been able to do?
You know, I would say don't let nobody put limitations on you.
For sure.
You know, coming out of high school when I had 0 offers, no knock on these divisions, but I had guys telling me go like Division II, Division III, or NAIA.
Yeah.
And, you know, I play AAU versus guys who's going to Kentucky, Kansas, and, you know,
Right.
big schools like that. And I was able, you know, to be able to kill them or compete with them. So I know that I'm able to play on that level. So
Right.
I just kept faith. So don't let nobody put limitations on you, and always believe in yourself. And, you know, believe take a long way.
That's it.
If you already self-down yourself, you already
It's
lost.
already over.
Like, you got to believe in you or nobody will. And also, I would say don't let one bad situation deter you and, you know, discourage you to just stop and quit. You know, you got to keep going every day.
Keep grinding,
Because,
for
you know,
sure.
life is a mental roller coaster for everybody. Everybody
it.
go through different things. So, you know, you just got to keep going, stay rooted, stay around it, and stay prayed up.
That's it, bro, man. Shout out to that. I'm pretty sure, man, there's someone looking today going to definitely learn that. Not only a child, but even an adult, that, you know, sometimes situations do not work in our favor. But if we stay, you know, grounded, we stay rooted, stay prayed up, man, keeping our faith in God and in ourselves, that we can overcome whatever we want to be, and we'll get to where we want to be.
Definitely.
So, Drez, man, from me to you, man, I definitely appreciate you coming through the podcast, man. This is episode 15, man. I'm sitting down here with former North Texas guard, former Georgia guard, Drez McBride, man. He's back in the city, man, to share his story. I definitely appreciate it, man. This is episode 15, man. You know, like, share, give me your comments, man. I definitely appreciate it. Press Coverage Podcast. We're over and out. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Hey, this is a song for my haters. Yeah, you got me feeling like the great.